The Maker and the Unraveling. A record of the first conflict. Chapter 6. The Relic. Until this point, everything I have written may seem to the reader like little more than speculation, a philosophical attempt to explain the workings of the universe. Indeed, I might have believed the same had my conclusions been based solely upon observation and reasoning. But the knowledge I possess was not derived from theory. It was revealed. My encounter with the object occurred during an expedition beyond the familiar boundaries of our solar system. Our vessel had traveled far into the outer dark, where the light of the sun had long since diminished to a pale and distant star. It was there, drifting in the silent abyss between worlds, that we discovered it. At first we believed it to be a fragment of some ancient spacecraft. Yet no propulsion systems were visible. No seams or mechanical features marked its surface. It simply floated, motionless and indifferent to the gravitational pull of nearby bodies. The object possessed a geometry so precise that it seemed almost unreal. Perfectly symmetrical planes intersected at impossible angles, forming a structure that appeared at once simple and infinitely complex. Its surface glowed faintly with a soft golden radiance, not unlike the warm light of distant stars. What astonished us most, however, was its condition. Despite drifting in the violent environment of deep space, bombarded by radiation, micrometeoroids, and the passage of countless ages, the object showed no sign of decay. It was flawless, as though it had only just been created. My companions were cautious. I was not. Perhaps curiosity overcame my better judgment. Perhaps something about the artifact itself exerted a subtle influence upon my thoughts. Whatever the cause, I approached the relic alone. The moment my hand came into contact with its surface, the universe vanished. I do not mean that my surroundings disappeared. Rather, my perception expanded beyond them. Space itself unfolded before me like a vast and living tapestry. I saw stars igniting across the darkness of eternity, galaxies spiraling outward in luminous rivers of fire. I saw planets forming within disks of swirling debris. I saw oceans gathering upon young worlds. I saw life emerging from chemical chaos. And behind it all, subtle but unmistakable, I perceived the opposing influences that had shaped every moment of cosmic history. The Maker, and Chaos. The Maker appeared not as a being in the ordinary sense, but as an immense presence of ordered light. Structures of radiant geometry extended across the universe, weaving patterns of stability into the fabric of reality. Wherever this influence touched existence, matter organized itself, stars endured, worlds settled into their orbits, life found the fragile balance required to flourish. But intertwined with this quiet architecture was another force, chaos. It moved like a storm through the cosmos, twisting space and time into unpredictable shapes. Stars collapsed under its pressure. Galaxies collided and merged in violent splendor. Worlds shattered. Life mutated and struggled to survive. Yet even as I witnessed these opposing forces, another realization slowly formed within my mind. Neither the Maker nor Chaos sought victory. Neither force acted with intention as we might understand it. They simply were. Order answered disruption. Disruption answered order. And from their endless interaction, the universe unfolded in all its complexity. The revelation might have continued indefinitely, but something changed. For as my mind absorbed these impossible visions, another presence stirred within the storm of chaos. It turned, and for the briefest of moments it noticed me. The sensation that followed cannot be easily described. It was not pain, nor was it fear. It was the overwhelming awareness that my thoughts, my fragile human consciousness, had briefly brushed against a force as vast as existence itself. The connection lasted only an instant. Then the vision collapsed. I found myself once more standing beside the silent relic, my hand still resting upon its flawless surface. The artifact dimmed. The golden light faded. until it became little more than a faint reflection of distant stars. My companions saw nothing of what had transpired. To them, only a few seconds had passed, but I knew that something extraordinary had occurred. For the relic had shown me the truth behind the universe, and in doing so, it had revealed something else as well. Khaos had become aware of a mind capable of perceiving it. What that awareness may ultimately mean, I cannot yet say, but I suspect the consequences may reach far beyond my own experience. For if a single human mind can glimpse the ancient struggle between the Maker and Khaos, then others may one day do the same. And if that day comes, the universe will no longer be merely the battlefield of two primordial forces. It will contain something new, a witness,